to our home. It's been a couple years since I did a home tour, so I figured it was time for an update. There have certainly been plenty of little changes. We're now a family of 4. Last time I filmed this, we were a family of 3. So that's exciting, and I love to just think of our home as always like a place that will evolve with our family and our needs, and I'm just so incredibly thankful for this space. We truly spend so much time here, and it's such like a safe haven for us, full of so much peacefulness and creature comforts and little details that make it our own. But I'm excited to show you. Let's start things off in our newest project, our playroom. I feel like a big reason why I didn't spend as much time in my office and in this room in the past is because we get the least amount of sunlight in this portion of our home. A lot of it comes from the back end. So I'm always drawn to those sunny, really bright windows, and that's kind of why I wasn't drawn to this space as much. And then, you know, it was more structured with my desk and the chairs. So this just feels so much more approachable and cozy, and having the little lamps everywhere really just helps kind of create that ambient lighting when it is a little more darker on this side of the house. And this chair, it really is as comfortable as it looks. It's so fun to just cozy up. We do a lot of nap times here, and then I was thinking I would need some kind of table to put my laptop on when I am working, but it actually works out nicely because we have the deep windowsills on the sides, so we're able to prop up drinks, snacks, books, laptop, whatever, and kind of use that space more functionally and not just for lounging. So that has been wonderful. And then I had a whole moment trying to decide. This used to be more of an operational fireplace. It was a plug-in electrical fireplace that was actually a wedding gift, which was just, I love fireplaces. As a born and raised Floridian, they're kind of few and far between. It's not very common to have a fireplace in your home. So I kind of wanted to recreate that with the electric fireplace. But since we do have a young baby, having, you know, a glass thing that heats up just felt like a safety issue. So we gave the insert to my cousin, and now we just have it as a little structure to add dimension, and we have a cute little chalkboard in there where we can put little doodles and musings and all of that. So it's been working out great, and the main reason I needed this structure still is because we have our Swiss cheese plant growing all over the wall. I call it my living wallpaper, and you will see I just love to do this. So we have a couple spots where we have our plants growing along the walls, and to get them to grow along the wall, I have these little sticker clips. I'll link them in the description if you're interested, but essentially they're just what they sound like, sticker clips. And then as you have your plant, you need a vining plant, of course, but you can kind of teach it how to grow up. I actually need to add one in the corner, and I'm going to try to get it to grow along the ceiling. So that's a fun little spot, and we have I love our wool felt animal decor alongside the mirror. And then these bookshelves we installed these for my office originally, and thankfully they have been working great because they're already mounted to the wall, so they are not going anywhere. I have had a few people comment that once our son's older and wants to climb, that these are going to become like a rock climbing wall, and we'll see. We'll cross that bridge if we need to when we get to it. We're one thing at a time, right? But for now, the bottom 2 shelves are mainly housing his toys, and then the top 3 still house all of my stuff. So my books, my laptop, we have our record player, all that fun stuff. And again, this room's probably just going to change the most throughout the next bit of time, you know, as we have different interests as a family and with our son. So that's kind of where we're at. But again, just super grateful we made that change, and it's really made our home feel bigger because we do spend so much time, all of us, the whole family spends so much more time in this room, where before it was just me working on my laptop every so often. Last time I filmed a home tour, it was around January time, and now it's February, almost March, and I just feel like our home is in its most natural state at this time because we don't really have any seasonal decor. I just put away the Valentine's Day stuff for the most part, and yeah, it's just more of a blank slate because something about me is I love seasonal decor. So typically we have lots of different touches, but for now it's very simple. We have just kind of the basics, but a lot of, I just like little, I love pieces of art and I love plants and I love little knickknacks. I don't know if knickknacks is the right word, but just little touches that, you know, reflect who we are. So this is our entryway table, and I did want it to look just a little bit more whimsical, a little bit more playful, since we're just right across from our playroom. And we have this lamp from Etsy, adorable. I'm thinking of putting it on a timer since I pretty much manually put it on every night, so that would be kind of nice to just have it pop on. And then we have this wall print from Etsy as well. It is Well With My Soul. Our son's name is Wells, so, you know, we like to squeeze that in when we can. And then this was a little Valentine from one of our friends that I just popped in here, but when springtime rolls around, I'm sure I'll do some dried florals or something. And then we have a little ottoman, mainly covering up a bunch of cords that we have down there for internet, and then the lamp as well. I would be remiss if I didn't point out this little nook in the middle of this closet and our staircase, because this is something I've pointed out ever since we were first building our home 5 years ago, which this is a semi-custom home build, which essentially means we were able to have a hand in this home build by picking out the flooring, picking out the paint color, picking out the tile and faucets and just little elements, but we didn't have like a say in the actual structure of the floor plan and layout. So we had so much fun customizing, but it was definitely great for like beginner first time home buyers too, when, you know, you really don't know what you're doing. But this is like a quirky little thing about our home, is this little nook. And this is actually where we keep our stroller now. My mom is actually taking our son for a walk right now, so they're using the stroller. But I'm thankful for everyone who gave me that advice to keep this as a storage nook, because I had these grand schemes of doing a little reading nook or something. Basically, if there's any empty space, I'm like, oh, let's make it a reading nook. So it was practical to do storage, because that's not something we have an abundance of here. This is actually our only storage closet in the whole house. We have a laundry room where we put linens, but every other closet is like for a bedroom. So definitely have to be mindful of not collecting too much stuff and just optimizing organization as we can. And we recently had a day where we organized this closet, which I'm so thankful for. It has been great. We can see the floor still. This is where we keep all of the craft supplies, all of our wrapping paper, all of my little bags, and then I have a little like get ready out the door spot here with lipstick, deodorant, all of that, because it's just near the exit of our home. So it's like my last spot to grab everything we need. So grateful for this stair closet, and this actually connects. I'll show you once we're in the living room. This connects to our dog's room, which that was one of our first projects when we moved into our home. We moved into our home, and then 2 months later we adopted our dog, and he became our world. We absolutely love him. So he has his little spot, which we had fun working on, little sneak peek. But that's our closet. And then over here, let me turn the light off, you know. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Over here we have a little powder bath, which is great. This is our only bath on our first level, so that's really handy, of course. And when I say bath, it is a half bath, so, you know, nice and cozy little space, but it's great too for hosting and whatnot, because obviously, you know, it's nice to have a place that's separate from your own personal restroom. So this is perfect spot for it. Nothing has changed since the last time filmed a house tour. We put in this, what would this be called? Is it board and batten? Maybe it's board and batten, or what is it? Oh, Joanna Gaines, she always did this in her homes. I remember people always talking about it. I'm having a moment where I'm not remembering the name, but you know, this wood paneling. We added this wood paneling in, and we have this fun tile that we picked out when we were first adding our little touches in the design center of our home. But that's the spot. Moving along to the living room. I have a habit of just filling every single wall with just quirky things I find at the thrift store or art prints I like. So this is a cute shelf that we found at the thrift store recently, and we just have little trinkets on it. We have a sonogram of our son, a little ornament I had for Valentine's Day, this little handmade figurine set that one of my friends made for us. It's our little family. It's so cute. seashell candle I made, a honeycomb candle that our friend got up for us, incense holder, crocheted manatees. You know, that's basically us in a little shelf. And then this is a art print of beekeepers because we are aspiring beekeepers. We just have gotten distracted. So we have to keep this on the forefront of our mind so one day we make our dream come true of being beekeepers. And now for our living room. This is directly across from our kitchen. It's a very open concept. So essentially this is like I'm in our kitchen, I'm in our living room. It's all basically one big room, which really works out for us. It just helps us, you know, feel, I love to cook and my husband likes to cook as well. So it's just nice to always be together, kind of in the same oxygen. So not much has changed in this space except this carpet. This rug. We love this rug. It's a cute, colorful, scalloped little number, and it was actually inspired because the rug that we layered it on top of was a jute rug. Well, it is a jute rug. We still use it, but it was kind of beginning to tear because we have a playful puppy. He loves to run around, and as he continued to run in and out of his little room that I'm going to show you, it started to tear. So we needed something a bit more durable, substantial, and this rug is a perfect fit. And I do love the look of the layered rugs. So we kept the jute for the size as well, and then it just added so much life and color, and also it's great to have a more durable, thick rug for the space because this gets so much traction. And then a drink table. I love a drink table. Who knew? It's so handy. We don't really have room to put like a full side table on either side of the couch, so having a drink table is just great for obvious reasons. Hold your beverages. And then we have a cute little chair in the corner by our Bismarck palm, that gorgeous palm in the corner, which unfortunately it's not thriving. I'm basically trying to do the impossible with this palm tree. It's supposed to have full sun, and we do get a lot of light in this room, but you know, it's not the same as being outside. So we might take it to the plant hospital soon, aka our backyard, or we're just gonna try to keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. Because once Christmas, I decorate for Christmas in like November, we put it outside because that's where we put the Christmas tree. But yeah, we're working on it. We might have to do a birds of paradise or something instead someday, but I just love plants and the life that they add to our space. But it is a bit ambitious to put a palm tree in your living room. And now for the kitchen. Love this space. Need to clean the light pendants. Haven't done that in probably the last time I filmed a house tour. But this is just a really bright space. I still love all of the white. I really do. It just makes it feel really clean. We just have the quartz countertops and then the white subway tile backsplash. And yeah, just like, I feel like it feels very fresh when we are cooking. Something that I have that has been on my list that I still want to do is add some sort of color to our kitchen island, the base of our kitchen island. So still brainstorming that. I got a paint stencil in the past that I thought about using, but then I also love the idea of wood paneling. So still brainstorming, it's on the list. And then I have that bow up from Christmas still. I don't want to take it down. It's so cute, and you know, why not? So we love this space. We have our little coffee bar in the corner, which another update that we haven't made that's been on our list is potentially upgrading our espresso machine because we use it every day and we do enjoy this one, but I feel like we're ready to level up with our latte art and everything. So let me know if you have a suggestion, but yeah, nothing really much new to report in this space. And then we have our dining area right over there in the corner, which we also love. We added a rug, which is new, the newest addition, but everything else is the same. There's a cute little high chair as well, which we also love, and it's great too. We keep some toys over here so our son can kind of play around while we're cooking and just getting dinner prepped, getting baby food polarized, all that good stuff. I bought these reusable paper towels probably 2 years ago or 2.5 years ago at this point. We love them. We use them all the time, but clearly we still use our regular paper towels. Mainly my husband. He was a harder sell with the reusable ones, but he actually has grown to love them. And then another like small little thing we've changed in our kitchen is we actually keep our KitchenAid out now, and I've loved having it out on the countertop. I feel like I'm so much more inclined to use it instead of like, it's pretty heavy, so pulling it out of the cabinet up to the counter, it's been great. And then this was a Christmas gift that I absolutely love, this gorgeous ceramic KitchenAid bowl. It's about our coffee hour, so I figured we could just make a little iced latte while we're in the kitchen. Room that I mentioned. Another little quirky thing about our home was this little door that connected to the big door of the under the stairs closet. And honestly, it was one of my favorite things about the home because I just love little nooks. And so this originally had a door on it, and we still have the door in case we ever want to use it someday. And when we were first brainstorming what to do with this space, pretty much immediately we thought of using it as a place for our dog, which I don't even think, we were just hoping for a dog, and then Palmer crossed our path. But yeah, it was fun. We painted this a nice dark color. So a lot of animals, they just really gravitate towards a cave-like structure. It's just like their innate craving as an animal. And we get the question often, does he actually use his room? And yes and no. It's more of a great storage space for all of his stuff, which he doesn't have a ton, but he has his crate and dog bed and all his toys. He has like a little pillow. We have like bandanas, extra leashes, all of that good stuff in here. And yeah, it's just a great place to kind of tuck it all away. And then he does eat in his room, and that was just like something that we decided to do when he was really young, just so it would be like a positive place for him. And then I also love that too, so he's kind of eating on his own in his own spot. And then yes, that's pretty much it. He will go in there every so often, and he'll take a few naps in there, but typically when we're home, he is with us. He just definitely is more of a Velcro dog. So still love this place, and whenever kids come over, they absolutely love to play with him in here. And we have like a bunch of little drawings and stuff that kids have given Palmer throughout the years. So it's a really cute spot. One of my favorite tricks actually is when we ask him to go to his room. Palmer, go to your room. Let's see if he'll do it for us. Go to your room. Like, why? Go to your room. Third time's a charm. Yay, good boy. Come. Good boy. You're such a good boy. You love your room, your little cave, your man cave. One fun little touch that I recently found at the antique store is this little letter holder. Classic Florida letter holder. We don't actually use it for letters and bills and miscellaneous because, you know, we're living in the digital age, but I just stuck some little notes in there and love having it by our back door. Oh, and I did add a little gallery wall for our dog because why not? Outdoor porches and lanais are truly such a pinnacle of Florida living, and we absolutely love being in our backyard and outdoor spaces. I would say we actually have more fun working on projects in our garden and backyard than we do inside. So throughout the years, we've done our jasmine trellis, our bougainvillea arch, our little corner garden, and the palm trees we put in. So we've worked on a lot of different projects, and we're just getting started. We have quite the project on the horizon. We're working on some more enhanced garden beds, as well as trying to just create more of a sustainable living garden, and where we can, you know, not have to worry about lawn maintenance as much and working with pesticides and all of that. So we've eliminated all of our lawn care as far as getting it sprayed, and then we also are trying to move more towards ground covers that don't need to be mowed all the time. So we're learning so much, and if it's of interest, I can do a more in-depth backyard tour. If you'd like that, let me know. But again, yeah, really thankful, of course, for our tropical Florida weather. We're, again, born and raised here, so it just, we don't have such a high tolerance for the cold, but It's so lovely and life-giving, of course, to spend time in the sunshine. This is our laundry room slash linen closet where we keep all of our towels, extra little sheets and whatnot. We actually keep some bedding in the guest bedroom closet as well, which I'm thankful for. We have that spot to store more things, but this was a fun project. We worked on this probably 2 years ago before I filmed the last home tour, but it was quite the project because we just had one wire rack over the washer and dryer before. So my husband built this like wood countertop, which so handy. And then we have the 2 wood shelves where we just have baskets and cleaning supplies and all of that good stuff. I love having this little pendant light in the corner because it just makes for those late night laundry sessions a bit more delightful, a bit more cozy. I also love to have a little diffuser just to get the lemony fresh scent permeating the little room. And then one of the best little elements for a smaller laundry room space is this fold out, what would you call it? Clothing hanger rack. It's really great because whenever we need stuff to air dry, we have plenty of space for that. And then this little octopus clip, I believe was from IKEA. And this is where we can hang like a bunch of little baby clothes, workout gear. And then we also have some hooks there for workout gear as well. I may even have a full YouTube video of redoing this space, so I'll link that in case you're interested. I don't think we've showed you this space at all since we have made it a guest room slash an office for my husband ever since we transformed his old office into the nursery, which, let it be known, I totally tried to tell him we do not need to have a guest bedroom. Like, we're so grateful. We have family really close to us and within driving distance, so we don't really need a guest bedroom. There's always an air mattress. We have comfy couches, but he insisted he really wanted to keep this bed and keep it as a more operational guest bedroom. And we honestly have used it 3 or 4 times in the past 6 months. So we are getting use out of it. So, you know, it's his wish, it's his space, and it is cozy to still have an actual bed for guests. And I love to call this room the dorm room because it looks like a dorm room. We have the bed, we have his desk, and it's a standing desk, which he loves. And so when it's like propped up too, it looks like a dorm room, but it's been great. We recently got this bookshelf for all of his books and office supplies, and that really helped take a load off of the closet so we can keep more linens in there, and it's just a lot less cluttered feeling. So it's really worked out, and I'm just thankful that, you know, we don't have an abundance of extra rooms or anything, and I kind of like it that way. I like everything to feel purposeful, and just it makes it a lot more attainable, nothing extra to clean, so it's been really nice. And now for the most cheerful room of them all, the nursery. We love this nursery. Our son is still sleeping in our room, so we don't use it as much as we will one day, but we love to come in here, hang out, play, read, and of course it's just a great place that we're able to keep all of his clothes, diapers, wipes, all of the things that come with having a little one. So really grateful for this space. I have a full room tour of the nursery, so I will link that. I'm not going to touch on everything because I recently filmed a room tour about 7 months ago after we came home from the hospital, and the nursery was not done at all. So we worked on that with our newborn baby, but it honestly was so fun and made it even more special. So very grateful. I tried to, I'm like standing on my tippy toes because I tried to angle the camera so you could see a little teensy bit of the cloud mural, which is the star of the show. It's just phenomenal, and we actually love to look up. Like, our son has noticed the birds and the clouds, and he's just like smiles up at us sometimes. It's really precious and just a great work of art, which we're thankful for. And anything else? Oh, that little hot air balloon in the corner. I think that's the only thing I changed since I filmed the room tour. So that little cute hot air balloon in the corner, a nice little touch. And then the bassinet that we currently have, we have that crib on the way. It's like the crib slash toddler bed that looks like the bassinet. It's really beautiful, and hopefully he'll be able to use it for a few years, maybe till he's like 3 or 4 even. And now for our bedroom. Not much has changed in here at all. It is super simple, serene, peaceful. That's how we like it. It's where we start and end our day, so really feels nice to just have a bright and peaceful spot. We love our bed, so comfy. It's a foam mattress bed. It's not a fancy schmancy mattress at all. I think it's from Amazon. It was one of the ones that came in a box, but we prefer a squishy foam mattress. And then our sheets. I will give a shout out to the Cozy Earth sheets because those are phenomenal, the bamboo. We also love the West Elm Tencel sheets, also super buttery soft. So we have that. We like to switch out the duvet cover for the seasons, have a little Christmas quilt, a little fall striped situation, so that's nice. But other than that, nothing really has changed in here at all. Brandon did give me a jewelry hanger for our anniversary, I believe it was, so I'll show you that. But yeah, it's still pretty simple. Simple yet serene, I feel like, is how I would describe this space. And the last little spot is our primary bathroom. We did work on this project, I don't even remember, around 2 years ago probably, before the last house tour. I keep referencing it just because, you know, I'm trying to document the progression of different projects and things that we've adjusted, but this is the same. We added a pendant light. It was very builder grade at the get when we first moved in. Simple tile, simple different features, but then we added in a tile backsplash at our vanity, and then pendant light over the tub, and then just little hooks and whatnot, little details. But again, it's very serene. This whole primary suite, I feel like we just try to keep it simple, serene, with a touch of those coastal elements. And now our bathtub happily has, you know, baby stuff, baby shampoo, and little toys, which just makes everything better. And that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed our home tour, and I guess we'll plan to film one again in a couple of years when hopefully we work on some other projects. I hope you enjoyed. I'm excited to see you next. Bye!